Hello, I am Coach Irene. I have been teaching English language for more than 5 years. In this exquisite video, we will be looking at slang and informal language. Slang and informal language are key parts of communication, especially in casual settings. They help express personality, build social bonds, and reflect cultural trends. A slang is a type of informal, often playful, or trendy language used within specific groups. It can be regional, generational, or tied to subcultures. Examples include American slang, British slang, Australian slang, African slang, and more. It is important you understand the slang used in a particular region. Understanding slangs in a particular community or region helps you to communicate better. Most times you find people using the slangs on the streets, in the marketplaces, even in groups, and more. Having understood what slang means, what is informal language? Informal language refers to relaxed conversational speech used in everyday life. They include contractions like hasn't, abbreviations like LOL, casual phrasing like what's up. Note that slang is a type of informal language, but they are not exactly the same thing. A slang is typically used by specific groups, for example, teens, gamers, musicians, often trendy and short-lived. For example, GOAT. Whilst informal language is a broader category that includes slang, but also contractions, casual phrases, and everyday speech. It is not limited to any group and can last longer than slang. For example, what's up instead of how are you? Moving on, let us look at some slangs examples. There are thousands of slang words, and they vary by region, generation, and subculture. Let's look at some of them used in everyday conversations. Number 1, lit, meaning exciting or amazing. For example, that birthday party was lit. Number 2, cap, meaning a lie. For example, you won the lottery, that's cap. Number 3, no cap, meaning being honest. For example, I really like her, no cap. Number 4, flex, meaning to show off. For example, he loves to flex his new shoes. Number 5, vibe, meaning mood or feeling. For example, this cafe has a chill vibe. Number 6, GOAT, meaning greatest of all time. For example, Michael Jordan is a GOAT. Bra, meaning expression of disbelief. For example, bruh, that was impossible. Savage, meaning bold or ruthless. For example, that comeback was savage. Lowkey, meaning secretly, not obvious. For example, I low-key want to quit my job. Fire, meaning really good. For example, that movie was fire. Let's look at some internet and testing slang. LOL, laugh out loud. LMAO, laughing my ass off. SMH, shaking my head. TBH, to be honest. IDC, I don't care. FOMO, fear of missing out. DM, direct message. RN, right now. TMI, too much information. TLDR, too long, didn't read. We also have relationship and dating slang. For example, ghosting, meaning suddenly ignoring someone. For example, she ghosted me after our date. Simp, meaning someone overly attentive to a crush. For example, he's simping over her head. Bae, significant other. For example, I'm going out with Bae tonight. Thirsty, desperate for attention or affection. For example, he's texting her non-stop. So thirsty. We also have money and work slang. For example, bread, meaning money. Broke, meaning having no money. Hustle, meaning to work hard, especially a side job. Side hustle, extra job for money. Boss up, to take control of success. Let us look at some popular 2024 slang trends. Delulu, meaning delusional. Mid, meaning average. Slaps, really good. Riz, charisma or flirting skills. NPC, someone acting robotic or unaware. Moving on, let's look at informal language. It is a casual, relaxed, and everyday way of speaking or writing. It is used in friendly conversations, texting, and social settings. It often includes slang, contractions, abbreviations, and conversational phrases. Informal language can be used in casual conversations, texting, social media, emails, messages to close colleagues, TV shows, movies, music and books, blogs, and informal writing. Note that there are advantages and disadvantages of using informal writing, which we will be looking at later. For now, let us look at the different forms of informal language. They include slang, for example, lit, cap, goat, like we saw earlier. Number 2, contractions. Contractions shorten two words into one to make speech and writing more casual. For example, I am becomes am. Cannot becomes can't. You are becomes your. They will becomes they'll. I am not becomes ain't. We also have colloquialisms. Colloquialisms are everyday words or phrases commonly used in casual conversations. Let us look at some of them. Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna. You all becomes y'all. Do not know becomes don't know. Let me becomes lemmy. We also have abbreviations and acronyms. They are shortened words and phrases often used in texting and online chats. They include LOL, BRB, TBH, IDK, and many more. Informal language also includes informal greetings and expressions. For example, how are you becomes what's up. Casual greetings like yo. Yes becomes yup. No becomes nah. It's okay becomes no worries. Good becomes cool. Note that informal language can only be used in unprofessional settings, or with family and friends, or on social media. It can be used in creative writings just to make characters sound realistic. It can be used in relaxed workplaces if the company culture allows it. Avoid informal language in professional emails and reports, academic writings, serious situations like interviews, courtrooms, or business negotiations. The disadvantages of informal writing include it is not suitable for professional or academic settings as it will be seen as disrespectful. It can be misunderstood if slang is unfamiliar. It might be seen as unprofessional in serious situations. However, it also has its advantages. It makes conversation feel natural, helps build connection and friendships, easier to understand and faster to communicate, encourages creativity and expression. It can be used within a group or region for quick understanding. It is important you note that formal languages are proper in professional settings. Let us look at some examples of formal and informal language. For formal language, you can say, I am unable to attend. Informal says, can't make it. The can't there is informal. Another example would be, I would like to request a meeting. Informal says, let's set up a meeting. Number 3, could you please provide more details? For informal, you say, got any more info? Mastering both formal and informal language helps you adapt to different situations easily. It is important to understand them both. However, know when to use them. With this, we have come to the end of this lesson. I believe that you got value. Do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our Exquisite channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.